Hey, welcome back. It's bright and early Friday morning. It's been a little over a week now since I ordered the new Spar. Haven't heard anything yet. Been prepping parts all week. Got 2 to go. So the next thing you're going to see is this all riveted together, ready to put the skins on. So if you want to see the technique I'm going to use this time without taking anything for granted, this is it. Before I get to clicking it together and it's harder for you to see, let me turn the other light on. Okay, this is riveted on, and that's the normal way of doing it, but I'll show you what I did. I made this little L angle. If I was to come down and capture more rivets here, the edge distance would have got so close to it, I'd have had to have really wide angle, L angle, and I didn't have any. So I figure if I tie it into 4 here and 3 here, when it pulls down, that's going to give it a significant amount of support instead of just on the nose rib. This is my new trophy. I don't want to linger on this too much, but it's a good reminder to slow down, second think, don't take things for granted, trying not to assume. Anyway, the good side of this is the main L angles will make really nice supports for my header tank. Well, here we are, right back to where we were on the right wing, but now with the left. So it's all riveted together. I've got to put the wire in the back there, and the holes are up. The first challenge is going to be the skin that goes in the back has 3/32 holes. This has 1/8 inch holes. So I'm going to up drill them, and I think I'm going to lay it up there and see if they match, and we'll go from there. There, we just got done up drilling these to 1/8, and I test fit it, and it was fitting good. Now I have something to cleco to. I can cleco it evenly because they're the same size holes, and I'll go get the other skin. Okay, this is the plan. I upsized these on this one, but I only upsized on this skin the ones at each spar and a couple in the middle, like a couple here, one there. I didn't upsize the other ones yet. So the plan is now that it's proven it's still flat, went through and went over everything and warmed the room. The room's been warm. That's all level. The front beam measured with the level is nice and level. I'm going to take this and I'm going to reach in now that this skin and this skins are hooked together and on the nose where they belong. I'm going to reach in and find that one on each rib, and one in the center or so, 2 in the center, and get those match drilled off this to this. When I clecoed this up to it through those holes that I upsized, it straightened everything out, and I could do these 2 and down through the spar, and everything fit good. And that was just size 30. So I'm going to use this tool now, reach in, and I'm going to do 1, and I'm going to do 2 actually, and see how accurate it is. Matches up perfect. And you can see that the skin, or you can see that the spar needs to be pushed back slightly. Look at that. It's looking good. That looks good. Now let's move down a ways. See if we can do one out here in the middle. No, looks good. Look at there. I got a Cleco in the main spar holding it. Now that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Here it is in my pocket. And now the beam is going to slightly move back. There. Perfect. This is going so much better. I think I'll stop there, reevaluate everything I'm doing. Now I'll show you that I'm matched to the skin, but the spar is bowed slightly. See if I can show you in real time here. See how this skin matches the other skin, but that hole being off in there just a little is the spar. And that's what happened to me in the original. I was just drilling down through those thinking it was going to open it up perfect size. But what we're doing now is what I just explained. I'm going to match up the skins. I'm going to put Clecos in between. Then I'll finish up the holes after I move that spar. One at a time. Well, during this speeded up process, you can see how much fun we got to have. Just one at a time, like I said, until I got the ones in between and the ones at the ribs done. And then we had to, uncleco the nose skins and put them underneath so that we could do the match drilling. And the process went really good. It wasn't that hard to get that underneath there. And you can see that going over that tie down wasn't terrible. Maybe it would have been easier the other way, but I liked riveting it to it beforehand. Okay, this is where we're at. I upsized all these on this panel so that I could just Cleco it up. And then I upsized with this on top. Actually, this didn't have any holes, as we were saying. It was sitting on top. I located them. I got one for the spars and at least one between. Some of them I have two, so I put 2 there to help straighten it out. Now I have all these holes that are lined up under there because of these to the spar, so I have to drill down through these now to match these up. And the evil plan is coming along. This is pretty exciting, as you can see. So now we have a cleco in every hole and checked for level again. And I have one little lone soldier there. So I upsized one hole, and of course now it's perfect. So I am finally over the hump. But you know what happened last time is I thought it was good, clecoed it all up. When I pulled it apart, you know what they look like. But this is awesome. Okay, this is almost the moment of truth. I am taking this skin off so I can visually look at the spar and see how the holes look. The other interesting thing is that the new one that's coming that we ordered, the other spar, because of the one up there we ruined, well, we didn't ruin it. Remember, it was a viable fix, but I just didn't want to do it. The other one's not going to have any holes in it. So I'm going to do the same thing. Draw a center line down through it, drill a hole here, here, and here. Just mark them, drill them, and set the skin on there to make sure that it gets everything square before we drill down through. And then we'll make our first pilot holes ourselves. Does that make sense? Okay. Can't wait to see it. Moment of truth. Oh, they look absolutely perfect all the way down. Excuse me. See if I can get my finger out of the way. Yeah, they look really nice. I don't know if you can see this is good because I haven't got the back skin off yet. Let's see if I can go up until it gets in the way. There. Yeah, they look round and perfect. Oh, that's good news. And then you can see the difference of when you release it here, that this it just needs to be sprung back slightly to be straight as the holes that are built in, which make total sense. But this is a big mile mark. When I goofed up that spar to my liking, it just puts you in a holding pattern and second guessing yourself and researching more. And you know, I knew I had to cleco this whole thing down, every one of them. I went out and bought 150 more black clecos, so now I don't have to have so many gaps. And I used up almost all of them. I had a handful left in there. And it's just really makes me happy that we're past that point and we got this one. So the plan is, like I said, the plan is when I get the other spar, they're still building it down there, and they're not going to ship it to me for a little bit yet. And I'm going to put a center line down it and just be like a scratch builder. Make sure everything's square, start out down on that end and make sure the measurements are perfect. But I'll have the whole back spar and ribs to cleco to, and that will put it in that'll square things up pretty good. I just got to make sure right and left is perfect. And it'll be more like a scratch builder. Like I said, if the center line, I'm going to put the super fine marker on it. If that center line doesn't show up through the skin holes, we'll do one between and one on each rib and get them lined up. The rest will be completely drilled by match drilled. That'll work out good. Maybe a little more work, but less chance of failure. So with that good news, that makes me very happy. Put this in position and torque that up. And yeah, thinking through it. Yeah, that'll be the next thing. I built this system here with the skins all riveted on, I would never be able to fix or clean these. They have holes in between that aren't even drilled yet. For some reason, don't just take it for granted that what you're drilling down through is going to clean up those center holes. I feel good. I'm happy. Now that we're all happy, let's end this video. Thanks for coming along for the journey. Sorry for the hiccup. We'll try to have less of those in the future. Thanks a lot for coming along. It's been quite a journey so far. I've enjoyed every bit of this. I totally recommend it. Never built a plane before in my life. And so when you make a mistake, they go, that's what learning's about. So onward and upward. Thanks a lot for coming along. We'll see you in the next one.